E aí pessoal, beleza? Super Reginaldo trazendo pra vocês um jogo chamado King Crash. Espero que vocês gostem. Esse jogo está gratuito para PS4. Não sei se esse jogo é bom ou ruim, mais ou menos. Vamos descobrir junto, né? Se o jogo for ruim, eu vou cair fora, né? Se o jogo tiver cutscene proibida, eu vou cair fora. E se eu zerar ou for impossível de progredir, eu vou cair fora também. Só dá pra jogar o primeiro capítulo, o resto tem que comprar, porque sabe como é que é, né? Esses caras são mercenários. Mas bora ver, né, do que se trata, né? Eu achei que teria uma historinha antes de começar a jogatina, né, velho? Nada a ver. Se pá, isso aqui deve ser tipo um demo de jogo, né, velho? Ah, tá em inglês, tá? A legenda, o áudio, né? Mas, mano, é um jogo de graça, né? Vocês estão ligados, né? De graça tem injeção na testa. Não, Mikil, essas cutscenes proibidas não é hehe, boy. Não, é cutscene proibida de proibida mesmo. É que eu não posso mostrar, entendeu? Porque eu não tenho permissão da PlayStation, né? Dos caras que fizeram o jogo e pá, né? Quem dera fosse cutscene proibida mais 18. Né? Quer dizer, eu não quero ver isso, né? Esse tipo de coisa.
It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either.
Daqui a pouco eu volto.
Agora não, tá olhando, né?
Voltei. Esse é o problema de, né, não morar sozinho, mas enfim. Acho que foi daquela porta ali que eu vi. Ô Mickey, eu não entendi esse último comentário, velho. Você falou pro Killer que eu iria abrir outra live, velho? Você viu que o Killer apareceu no finalzinho da live? Eu tava me despedindo de todo mundo aí eu vi o Killer aparecendo.
Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened. And that's what would have happened if I...
Nem sabia que tinha como morrer nesse jogo. É difícil dizer, ô Mickey. Difícil dizer. Porque Boku no Hero é perfeito em todos os aspectos, né, velho?
Pockets, barrels, butter churns, and beds with jam
É
in
difícil
every
escolher a
nook
melhor
and
temporada,
cranny of
né?
that cave. It all seems so
E você não
familiar.
pode escolher a melhor temporada só porque teve uma luta lá de $1 bilhão, não, né, velho? Tem que falar que a temporada é boa por vários aspectos, né, velho? Não é só porque teve uma
Beds hanging from
animação cara, né?
stalactites.
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind. Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
You want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My
way, too. Add a shinier hat to my collection. I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
Confesso que eu tô curioso pra ver isso aí no
I tried to turn that
Essa
crazy
heroína
contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum. Volumes of old books with foreboding titles clutter the shelves of that strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon, Breaking the Spirit of Hideous Beasts, Amateur Spells to Impress Your Friends with. No books about recovering missing handles, though.
O controle tá vibrando como se tivesse alguma coisa aqui, né?
Volumes of old books with foreboding titles clutter the shelves of that strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon, Breaking the Spirit of Hideous Beasts, Amateur Spells to Impress Your Friends with. No books about recovering missing handles, though.
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap. Then I use my cleverness to hide. And that's how I do the drop.
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I use my cleverness to outsmart the trap. Then I use my cleverness to hide.
Acho que eu podia me esconder na cama ali, velho. Calma, gente. Na terceira tentativa vai. Primeiro eu achei que era pra esconder atrás do armário, sei lá.
Even though the bed was very
Agora eu
comfortable,
descobri
this was
isso.
no time to hide under the covers.
Jogo nem um pouco realista, né? Se eu tivesse aí, eu não esconderia embaixo da cama, sairia correndo, sei lá.
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I use my cleverness to outsmart the trap. Then I use my cleverness to hide. Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers. I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a
Tem que
handle.
colocar negócio
Someone
também.
tampered with it, creating some
Jogo mal
silly conundrum.
What did you use to fix...
Agora foi.
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall. This cave seemed to be filled with failed adventures.
Ué, Kirlen, você mudou seu nome pra
After he
Charlie?
briefly basked in the sun, the
Cara, eu tô
narcoleptic
mostrando,
dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if a mirror was my only friend.
Revelou mesmo que se deu mal, hein? Mas por que você trocou de nome, velho? Se você não se importar em contar, né?
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch.
Ah, você podia ter falado, né, o Killer, seria sucesso, velho. Ninguém ia estranhar não, né, velho? Killer é nome normal, né, velho? Eu mesmo estudei com 5 caras chamados Killer, né, velho? Na IA não, Killer, é sucesso. Na próxima você tenta pra você ver.
The mirror called out to me.
Ah, não é não, velho. Esse nome é massa, velho. Melhor do que Raphael, né, velho? O mundo inteiro se chama Raphael, né, velho?
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
É, realmente, Killer é parecido com Caio. Que bom que você voltou, Mickey, é nóis, então tamo junto. É tipo isso, né? Até que o jogo é bonitinho, né, velho? Agradável de se jogar e etc, né? E é gratuito, só pra ter Nossa, acertei certinho, velho. Jogo bugado. Peraí, gente, eu preciso prestar atenção aqui, tá? Flash passou a 10 km de distância da corda e eu consegui acertar. Acertei certinho,
I
velho.
guess you
Jogo
could
bugado,
say
velho.
that river swept me off my feet.
Não, é um jogo medieval. Eu acabei de roubar algo desse dragão e tô fugindo dele. É tipo isso, né? Um jogo de resolver puzzle. Ô, véi, na verdade, gente, tem como eu jogar Kimetsu no Yaiba pra PlayStation 4? Quer ver? Deixa eu checar o preço aqui dele aqui. O problema é que, né, pra poder jogar o jogo, né, eu preciso assistir o anime primeiro, né, velho? Porque se eu for jogar o jogo sem assistir o anime, eu vou levar spoiler, né? Ó, o jogo tá R$80, a versão mais barata, né? Tô aceitando doações, hein, gente, aqui pro canal, nada a ver. Eu tô ligado que o jogo parece Storm 4. Ué, eu vou trazer o jogo sem mostrar o modo história ou Mikkel, nada a ver, velho. E qual que é a dificuldade, Mikkel, deixa maratonar Kimetsu no Yaiba próxima sexta-feira, velho? Se a gente assistir só Kimetsu, velho, pronto, eu fecho o anime em um dia só, véio. Exagero. Não, tipo hoje. Se eu tivesse começado a assistir Kimetsu 2 horas da tarde, velho, dá pra fechar o anime tranquilamente, né, velho? Não tem muito episódio não, né? Pulando a abertura e encerramento, né? Não tem pra... Não, tipo assim, se tiver pode até ser pago, né, velho? Olha, tipo assim, jogo de Yu Yu Hakusho tem, entendeu? Agora pra PlayStation 4 eu não sei não. Deixa eu dar uma olhadinha aqui. Pesquisar aqui rapidão. Colocar só Yu, se não aparecer nada não tem. Nossa, tem uma porrada de Yu-Gi-Oh! Mas eu acho que não tem não. Eita! Achei uns jogos mais 18 aqui. Já sei que eu vou jogar mais tarde. Quer dizer, que triste, né, velho? Por que existem jogos assim, né? Existe. Na verdade, se eu não me engano, eu tenho um jogo de Super Nintendo de Yu Yu Hakusho. Não tem como que por alguma razão o PlayStation 4 só streama jogos, né?
With the magic
Não tem
mirror
como
safely in my
streamar
possession,
a
I
tela
dreamt
principal
of the
do
Daventry I would be
videogame,
rewarded
né?
with. And the kingdom
Streamar,
that could
né,
become.
as configurações e pá, né, velho? Eu lá na Play Store lá, né, velho? Procurando jogo pra fazer download e pá, né? O que eu teria que fazer é o seguinte, mostrar pelo PC, compartilhamento de tela, né, mostrando,
In that split second, I had three choices.
streamar, né, velho,
Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
O dragão desistiu de me comer só porque eu atirei no negócio. Né? Você entendeu, né, a loja do videogame aqui, né, velho, onde mostra os jogos pagos e gratuitos, né?
Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed.
Na verdade, o Kisner, eu já trouxe o jogo de Yu-Gi-Oh! Pra PlayStation 4, depois dá uma olhadinha aí, né, velho? Eu desisti em 2 segundos porque o jogo me deu um deck que é impossível de usar. Mas eu posso ver, né, ver outros jogos de Yu-Gi-Oh! Né, velho?
There is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered.
Na verdade, eu acho que só tem um jogo de Yu-Gi-Oh! Gratuito, o resto tá tudo pago, né? Eu andei olhando aqui em off, aqui, né, velho? Os jogos pra PlayStation 4, né, gratuito.
Let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Like,
Maripa,
why did you set the dragon free, even though he was trying to eat
o
you?
jogo do,
I set him
entre aspas,
free
Mario,
because, well,
esse jogo
over
com
the
o
years I
Yoshi, sei lá,
realized that the
velho.
dragon was not the despicable,
É um jogo
hideous
desse
beast
universo.
Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was never shown any kindness. On that day, I forgave the dragon for his atrocious
Yu-Gi-Oh! É
past.
melhor que
You have
Beyblade?
such a bizarre
Concordo.
way of making friends, Grandpa. I guess I do too. I'm known as Gwendolyn the Popular
Beyblade é
Raccoon.
sempre a mesma coisa, né, velho? Pega
Only
dois
to my
caras
stuffed
lá,
bunnies.
eles
I've
jogam
always found it best to
brinquedinho no
pursue
meio da
friends
arena lá e
where I
pronto, né,
can,
velho?
though
Agora o
I
Yu-Gi-Oh! Não,
always
velho.
feel
Cada
the
um tem,
same
um,
about me.
tem o
All
seu
right,
próprio
you two.
deck,
Grandpa
estratégia,
needs
né,
to
velho?
rest. Gwendolyn, it's
É
way
mais bem
past your
trabalhado,
bedtime.
desenvolvido, né? Mais emocionante e desafiador, né?
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
Claro que morre. Você começa o jogo com 3 vidas, né? Se perder todas as
I'm as
vidas, ninguém morre,
spry
né?
as I've ever been, though I would mind a slice of magic fruit.
Ô Mikio, é mais fácil a Scarlett Johansson vir aqui na minha casa e me pedir em casamento do que jogar Minecraft, velho. Tá ligado, né? A Viúva Negra, né?
Well, hello, cousin. I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
Got here as fast
Ó,
as we
eu
could.
na cidade
And
brincava
I
de
like
neve,
Grandpa's
né? Ó,
stories,
na água.
especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast that he set free. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before or he doesn't care.
Na verdade, eu
but
tenho o
he
Resident Evil
loves
7
telling
pra
it to
PC.
anyone that will listen. I'm
Eu parei
pretty
de
sure I
trazer
heard the
Resident Evil
nursemaids
7
telling the
porque
same jokes in the
eu
hall.
fiz algo no jogo que nem os criadores
Have
sabiam que
you
era
heard
possível,
anything the
né?
doctors are saying?
Encontrei
Yes,
um bug
doctors,
e o jogo
wizards,
ficou impossível de
magic
progredir,
elves.
né?
Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry.
Como assim,
You should get some
Mikio?
rest. I'm
Mine
sure you're
com
scheduled for a full morning of
de
Grandfather's
One Piece.
hilarious
Explica no seu
ramblings.
comentário aí.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to
Ô
win,
Kisner, se
and
você
make
quiser eu
sure
te
you have the
mostro.
very
Só
best
não dá
seat
pra
to
mostrar
view
agora
my
porque eu
victory.
desliguei meu PC
Courtyard
pra
will be filled with important
trazer
people and
jogos do
delicious
PlayStation 4, né?
hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
Mas depois eu posso te mostrar, velho.
I
Na
had
verdade,
no
eu acho que eu
idea we
perdi
were
meu
hosting a
save do
junior
Resident Evil
tournament.
7.
That's
Acho que eu tenho que
incredible.
começar do zero.
In
né?
that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope. No
Mas
junior
sabe aquela parte que você mata o
I'll be
velhinho,
squaring
velho?
off against you.
Mata aquele velho?
I
Você
see.
tem que pegar a chave do carro e pá,
Well,
né, velho?
perhaps this is the time to stop
consegui
listening
bugar
to
o jogo
stories
nessa
and
parte,
finally
né?
make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
Na verdade, ô Killer, você pode dar uma olhada, velho. Eu fiz uma live de Resident Evil 7, não? Eu fiz sim. Você vai ver que eu encontrei esse bug e parei de jogar porque, né, era impossível
Come
de
in,
progredir, né?
Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now let's talk about far more important issues. Like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Como assim, ô Mickey? Eu entendi
I
essa
signed
comentário,
up,
né? Eu
but
fico olhando a
I'm not
esposa
so sure anymore.
do cara lá.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing.
Vendo a calcinha. Mano, é um dos vídeos mais vistos do meu canal, velho. Vocês são tudo tarados aí, gente. Mas é nós, tamo junto, hein. Nem sei o que esses caras estão falando, velho.
Thinking
Vou
of a
apertar
problem in
qualquer
a
coisa.
different way. Finding a clever distraction to create a moment of victory. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story. One I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even
Mas pra
before
ser
I'd seen
sincero,
a dragon.
eu não gosto
It's a
de
tale
Resident
about
Evil
a
7 e 8
tournament
não,
that
tá? Porque o
changed
jogo é mais
my
focado em
life.
suspense e terror.
It is a long story,
Eu sou meio
but I shall
cagão
tell
pra
it
isso, né?
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night.
O que? Você tá falando desse jogo aqui que eu tô jogando?
Big day
Filho?
tomorrow.
Nada a ver, velho. Até agora há pouco eu tava controlando o carinha aqui, né, velho? Não faz nem 2 minutos que começou o modo história do jogo aqui, você já tá reclamando, velho. Ah, tem jogos que são piores que isso, tipo o Storm 4, né, velho? Tem cutscene de meia hora, velho. Eu posso te mostrar se quiser. Na verdade eu fiz uma live, né, velho, de zerando o modo história, né, do Storm 4. Mano, a live foi de 7
After
horas no
gracefully
quebrado, velho.
rappelling down the cliff, I welcomed the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization.
Grandpa, you can't leave Triumph.
Don't worry, Triumph can fend for himself. We've been through our share of sticky situations, but he always comes around when I need him most. Daventry was just a few miles to the east. I'd read all about its wonders in my travel books. I couldn't wait to check out its famous, fantastical floating island. I could have
Meu sonho é
sworn
trazer
the
o
parade
Dora
of topple
Aventura
knights
pra
was
Nadal.
scheduled for the next
Eu
day.
tinha impressão, meu sonho é um filme live action de Dora Aventura.
Marching with triumph.
Ou os caras estão
It seemed
fazendo,
my
ou
first
já
few
saiu,
minutes in
velho.
Daventry were off to a
Ou essa
terrible
notícia é
start.
fake, né, velho? Mas eu lembro de
how
ver
did
isso
you
na
catch up with
internet. Alguém pode confirmar isso pra mim, gente?
That odd horn seemed to be missing some sort of mouthpiece. Strange tracks blazed a trail through the forest.
Tipo assim, com certeza a Dora Aventureira não vai ser uma criança retardada que não sabe de nada, né, velho? Imagina só, velho. Ela lá no filme, no meio do Oceano Atlântico, vira pra você e fala: você sabe onde é que tem água? Me mostre onde é que tem água. Eu não sei onde tem água, tô quase morrendo afogada aqui, mas não sei onde tem água. Tipo isso.
That wheel seemed freshly broken.
Stand back, you dirty thieves! Oh, it's just a boy. Don't know where he's from, but it must be hard to pronounce. You know, you should never sneak up on a guy in a dangerous place like... No! What's wrong with your foot? Probably stepped on a spiniferous thornweed. Don't worry, I got just the fix for that. Tell me, is it more of a... Ow! Or a... Oh! Either way, the Merchant of Miracles has got you covered. But it'll cost you. I've risked my neck to forage the most rare, miraculous, mysterious, and oftentimes delicious ingredients. Ah, here it is. I massage this into my skin twice a day, and just look at my little biscuits. Well, now that I've mulled it over, you'd better not. It might stunt your growth. Ooh, such exquisite material. Hey. I knew you weren't from around here. Well, you best get going. Nobody likes a late night. Oh, wait, you're stuck here with me. Every bridge in is out, and my shortcut had a few shortcomings. I swear that rock leaped straight out of the water. Now I'm stuck here with no wheel, a lost toolbox, and Mr. Fancy Cakes. Say, I'll bet a fine, strapping young man like you could help me fix up this wheel. Yup, you help me fix my chariot, and I'll give you a lift to the tournament. Hopefully no one else notices your horrible lack of punctuality. Oh, how rude. Do you have any questions for me?
Could you repeat that?
Try to keep up, son. Bridges out, failed shortcut, flying rock, wheel broke, be a strapping lad, get tools, fix wagon, get a lift to the tournament.
Oh, can I pet your goats?
Stay away from my majestic unicorns.
Perhaps there was a wheel on the other side of that river. Too bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
The wheel was very broken. I would have to find another solution. The wheel was very broken. I
Eu
would
quero
have to
pular nas
find
pedras,
another
eu não
solution.
quero falar com esse troço, né? Treta, né?
I wondered what those birds needed a toolbox for. Shame. The only tool left seemed to be a small hatchet. And no, Gwendolyn, before you start asking me thousands of questions about that hatchet, I did not go around using it on everything.
Provavelmente é gringo, já que não tá comentando. Ou é alguém que sabe falar português, mas é tímido, né? Ah, mas tem problema de assistir essa live não, né, velho? Agora se a gente estivesse jogando algo mais 18 aí seria problemático, né?
That missing wheel had me stumped. I had to go out on a limb to get past the root of the problem.
Ugh. Grandpa, your infamous puns are not my favorite.
What's the matter? You don't like the timbre of my voice? You'll warm up to the puns.
These are terrible.
An overgrown patch of spiniferous thornweeds obstructed the path to the water well.
The well with the ginormous dragon in it?
Perhaps. I tried to chop down those thornweeds, but my tiny hatchet was ineffective. I would need a bigger, sharper blade.
Eu precisaria das blades do caos. Quem pegou a referência?
Town square was eerily quiet. Was I the only person in Daventry not at the parade?
Eu sabia que ia fechar a porta, né?
Wished I had some marshmallows. Looked like a blacksmith shop of sorts. That sign was asking for tips, and there was a metal pan to collect coins. Big, round, that should do the trick.
And then you scooped up all the weapons, right? Right?
No, Gwendolyn, I didn't. I was looking for a wheel, not a fight.
Pois é, o Mickey, você acabou de se entregar,
And
né,
then you
velho? Porque,
scooped
né?
up all the weapons, right?
Tinha, o cara do FBI tava aí,
No,
assistindo a
Gwendolyn, I
gente, né?
didn't. I was looking for a wheel, not a fight. I stumbled upon some kind of curiosity shop. Against the knickknacks was a little collection tray with a sign asking for tips. I saved my money for a better opportunity. Nothing seemed to be brewing yet. I thought these potions, herbs, and other magical sundries were best observed from afar. I didn't need to borrow more than one wheel.
Hello, could I squeeze by you gents?
No. We are here to guard the town entrance and keep out any riffraff whilst everyone is watching the parade. If we were to leave, rapscallions would run amok in the empty shops.
Back away, boy. We're on the lookout for intruders.
Bribes don't work on us. Sorry.
You cut?
I did not cut that. I don't know how that would work. Like me, this little tree was new in town and needed some time to grow and find its way. What? Too sappy?
I have nothing to say.
You'll warm up to it.
And then you took out your hatchet and chopped that baby tree to bits.
No, no. Bad idea.
Seems like a waste of...
I couldn't fit.
You cut?
Ah, a shortcut.
Grandpa, that's not going to work. Do I really have to hear the story about how you took forever to tiptoe across that fallen tree again?
Oh, I guess not.
I thought this might do the trick.
A shield, eh? Whoa, it matches impeccably with the delicately crafted color scheme of this entire operation. Makes quite the bold statement. Mm-hmm, just like my shorts. This is perfect. I hope you didn't pay too much for it. Oh, wait, before my mind slips, I was able to procure an entrance ticket to the tournament. Since you so graciously found me a wheel, I am more than willing to sell it to you at a reasonably discounted rate. Are you interested?
Oh, sounds good. I love a deal.
So do I, boy, so do I. If I see one, I'll let you know. Here you are. Now, let's vamoose from this meadowland, Mr. Fancy Cakes. It is go time. Mr. Fancy Cakes! Up, heel, halt, avast! Stop! We sincerely hope you enjoyed your stay in our luxury cabin. Please gather your belongings and watch your head on exit.
Thanks for the hospitality.
No time to lounge, my boy! Lucky for you, the parade is halted. Another case of a mysterious missing bridge, I imagine. Watch your step. We wouldn't want any tears in that illustrious cape. Bon voyage, Buttercup! Don't forget about us working folk. Especially when your pockets are full of riches.
O que é STA, o Kirley? Me explica aí.
Back away, back away. This area is unsafe for...
Hello. Apologies, I'm late. I should be on the list. First name Graham, last name...
The list, unfortunately, is inside the theater, which is across that bridge, which is inexplicably missing.
We've ordered a temporary fix, but we're still sorting out the work order.
Well, with all the recent budget issues, I remain skeptical about the repairs.
Well, can't those knights check the list?
Do you mean Kyle and Larry? They're off duty. Don't ask.
You needn't worry. These night hopefuls will figure out a solution soon, and then we can carry on with the auditions.
Well, but I am a hopeful knight. If you just step aside, I'm confident that I could find a way across.
Daventry Decree
Kirley, para de pensar
645
nesse tipo de
states
coisa,
that
velho.
the
Só porque
Royal
tá cuidando
Guard,
da
once
garganta
commanded,
sem
must
câncer, nada a
never,
ver,
under
velho.
no circumstances, abandon his post while on duty.
Eu tô sentindo dor no peito, eu tenho um ataque, eu
Addendum
tô tendo um ataque cardíaco.
237A
essa
allows
porra,
us to
né?
leave if someone is in distress and in need of assistance, of a life or death nature.
I stand corrected. And we wouldn't want a repeat of the Rubenstern fiasco. A tardy auditionee, however, hardly counts for distress. Sorry, but we can't leave our post. King's orders.
Como assim não deu pra escutar? Você consegue me ouvir perfeitamente?
Would an entrance ticket prove my worth?
Sorry, but the collection of entrance tickets will take place inside the theater.
Tá me ouvindo, Kirley? Oi, som testando. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The forest is blocked until this situation is under control.
Would an entrance ticket prove my worth?
Sorry, but the collection of entrance tickets will take place inside the theater.
Ah, tá. Então você só não me ouviu porque eu tava na cutscene, né? Eu só disse que nada a ver, velho. Você, né? Nada a ver, velho. Você tá com câncer só porque tá com dor na garganta, velho. Fica
And then
pensando
you
essas
chop
coisas,
down the
né?
tree full of angry bees?
Enough, Gwendolyn.
Come at me, bees!
Eu tenho que trazer alguém aqui e jogar a caixa de maribondo nele. Né?
Stay off those rocks. It's dangerous.
Voltei. Bom, zerar o jogo é impossível, né? Porque para ter acesso ao jogo completo tem que pagar, né? Então eu vou jogar até onde dá, né? Vou até enjoar do jogo. Confesso que eu tô me segurando para não trocar de jogo, porque, né? Esse jogo aqui tá meio chato, hein?
Distress!
Abandon post!
Learn how to swim, boy.
Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, lad.
He was talking to me.
I believe he was...
This tired argument is getting on my nerves.
No need to argue about the fact that I am...
Huh?
Uh-oh. Oh,
Deu
not
mal.
good.
Mind if I join your semicircle?
Let us big kids figure this one out.
I have this lovely ticket I could share. No? You're gonna regret it.
Ué, o que? Ele se chama vida, né, velho? Porque o Resident Evil 8 primeiro saiu a demo dele, pra depois sair o jogo completo, né?
Huh. Rope swing? No, I shouldn't embarrass myself again.
That didn't seem, I don't know how that...
Cut?
Not that type of story.
Ah, o jogo é legalzinho, né, velho? Mas, né? Sabe aquela vontade de trocar de jogo, velho? Então.
Another horn and another missing piece.
You cut?
I did not cut that.
Look what I have. Want to build a rope swing? Okay, suit yourself.
Seems like a waste of...
Obrigado.
Over here, buddy.
Agora dá pra passar.
Pardon me. All right.
The tree was too heavy to move. I would need to chop it down to size.
Huh. I could lasso this log. And then... Well, it was fun while it lasted.
Tipo assim, o que ele está gostando do
I
jogo,
left
ele
the
está
hatchet
gostando de
lodged in the
assistir.
tree because I would not need it anymore.
Are you sure?
Quite. Everyone always asks about that hat. Figure it's a tad annoying.
Oh.
Boa pergunta. Eu acho que na Twitch, se você avisar que tá fazendo coisa mais de 18, eles deixam. Não teve coragem de jogar esse tipo de jogo não. Não com vocês olhando, não, não. Eu tô chutando que pode, o Killer. Eu tô te dando uma resposta oficial sobre o assunto. Não, tá? É porque lá tem até as meninas lá de tomando banho na banheira, né, velho? Eu acho que pode, né?
I also observed that without you, no one could have made it across. Well done, Graham.
Thanks, I guess.
They'll never acknowledge it, you know. Those who use their minds over their biceps are never woven into the tapestries of time. I can tell you're like me, a creative thinker, an intellectual. To win this competition, you'll need to prove that your talents
Como assim, o Killer? Você perguntou se eu tenho o mesmo? Entendi, né?
are more powerful than their strength, agility, and speed. You'll also need...
Ah, tá. Tem sim, umas meninas lá tomando banho na banheira, velho.
Need a friend.
I could really use a friend.
They call me Manny. Pleased to meet you.
So, friend, what's your favorite color? Do you like popcorn-flavored jelly beans? Because I do. What's your availability for sleepovers? Are we in a secret club?
Green. I prefer pizza-flavored. I'm free on with...
É mais engraçado do que interessante, né, velho? A menina passa o dia todo em live, quase sem roupa, na banheira, né?
Tuesdays and Saturdays, and I would say more of a secret alliance.
Alliance?
This competition will not be easy, and Daventry needs men like us. If we put our heads together, we might have a shot.
What's the plan?
If you win, put...
E sabe qual que é a parte mais incrível disso, Killer? É que tem gente que assiste, velho.
Put a good word in for me with the king, and if I win, I'll do the same. Soon, we'll both be moving up the ranks in the castle together. We should head inside the theater, though. Let me know how I can help.
É tipo isso, né, Killer? Quem é que não vai assistir esse tipo de coisa, né, velho? Melhor do que assistir um cara gordo jogando, né?
Graham, to the front of the stage, please. Now that we have recovered our list, it is my duty to inform you that you are officially signed in. Yay. And I do want to apologize. I am very, very terribly sorry. But we've run out of commemorative tote bags.
That's not a problem. I have no use for tote bags. My mother designed my cape with lots of pockets. Is the next event about to start?
Not so fast, pocket boy. The tournament bylaws explicitly state that each contestant must complete every event before continuing on in the competition. Since you were late, you missed the test of chivalry and the welcoming parade. Both designed as light-hearted warm-ups and getting-to-know-you type exercises. You know, an icebreaker before we start in on the usual death, destruction and duels of a cutthroat nature.
Bom, Killer, tá em inglês, né? Não dá pra saber, né, velho? Mas primeiro a gente roubou algo de um dragão. Aí agora a gente tá... Parece que a gente vai participar de uma feira, né, velho? De um torneio, campeonato, sei lá, chame como quiser, né, velho? Pra ganhar alguma coisa, né, velho? ganhar respeito, um encontro com o rei, sei lá, velho.
Don't forget about Amendment 70, Article 4.
I was getting to that, thank you. In the spirit of equal opportunity, the new rules state that you can schedule a make-up chivalry test if and only if the circumstances for your absence were extenuating. So, I will ask, what were your extenuating circumstances that made you late for the tournament?
I never heard the date was switched.
I'll just pencil in hard of hearing. Now, go on, mingle with the other contestants. Find out as much as you can about them, and when you're ready for the chivalry test, come and see me. Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Let's do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Sirloin of Roast Beefington.
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
Sirloin of Roast Beefington.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Sirloin of Roast Beefington Jr.?
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
A mirror, by the looks of him. What's my score?
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got no answers correct. Why don't you go and mingle? Gather some more fun facts about your fellow competitors.
Não, não é GTA
Return to me
mesmo.
when you're ready.
Não é GTA medieval, porque não dá pra roubar carro, cavalo, nem nada do tipo, né?
To take the test
Mais um jogo de puzzle e etc, né?
again. Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Let's do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Sirloin of Roast Beefington.
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
Sirloin of Roast Beefington.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Sirloin of Roast Beefington Jr.?
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
Well, I know he likes stimulating conversation. Now, how did I do?
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got no answers correct. Why don't you go and
É, o gráfico do jogo é legalzinho.
mingle? Gather some more fun facts about your fellow competitors. Return to me when you're ready to take the test again. Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Let's do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Sirloin of Roast Beefington.
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
Sirloin of Roast Beefington.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Sirloin of Roast Beefington Jr.?
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
Pork chop, rack of minotaur, sprig and roast, anything that holds butter, really. How many did I get right?
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got no answers correct. Why don't you go and mingle? Gather some more fun
Tinha que ser a
facts about
última
your fellow
alternativa,
competitors.
né, velho?
Return to me
Só pra
when you're ready
consumir
to
o
take
tempo
the
da
test
live.
again. Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Let's do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Sirloin of Roast Beefington.
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
Sirloin of Roast Beefington.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Sirloin of Roast Beefington Jr.?
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
Probably his amazing, trusty bow. How did I do?
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got no answers correct.
Wait.
Why don't you go and mingle? Gather some more fun facts about your fellow competitors.
Eu achei que tava
Return to me
acertando
when you're
tudo.
ready to take the test again.
Aí é triste, velho.
Hey, thanks for knocking that log over out there. Really, it gave me the opportunity to go on a lovely cruise.
Those nights were annoying me, and I wanted some alone time. Leave me be, little fly. You don't want to wake the bull.
Look, I don't want to be in this conversation any more than you do, but I missed the chivalry test, and I need to make it up. The faster we get this over with, the faster I can leave you alone.
Well, make it quick. Then buzz off.
I'm Graham.
No last names. I don't even want your first name.
And your name?
I'm known throughout the land as Circumference, but I am currently in the process of rebranding myself, starting with my name. You should call me Acorn.
I'll leave you be.
Go away.
É. Pode-se dizer que é impossível de se progredir, né? Porque eu tenho que responder umas perguntas em inglês. A resposta tá em algum lugar aqui, mas, né? Todo mundo fala inglês, né? Enfim. Trocar de jogo. Já deu. Enfim, o jogo é legalzinho, mas, né? Vamos ver o que mais que eu tenho disponível aqui, tá, gente? Daqui a pouco eu abro outro live, tá? Fiquem de olho.